system, so that's what they use. It comes all the way going up. It starts at 0, the equator, works its way all the way up, right? And then it's numbered 49, 50, 51. So the first number, I want to list them up. The first number you see here, which are these right here, those first numbers tells you your horizontal grid. Where am I in this horizontal grid? The second numbers, these here, tell you vertical grids, this direction, left and right. So, 350-523, this grid map that you're actually looking at right here, that's what you're looking at, it's this little section here. And how do I know that? If you look at your print, down in the lower, in this case the lower, it's lower left, right. But lower right on the paper, you'll see a grid coordination. This is called the index right here. It tells you what town you're working in, Westwood, Mass. Below that, it tells you what map you're looking at, 350-523, which is this one right here. So map number 350-523, and if you move over to the left of that, it tells you what corresponding maps are around you. So in the case of this map here that you're looking at, if you look at this street known as Washington Street, there's Washington Street. It stops at the top of the map. Well, I need the rest of Washington Street that's above me, right? So how do I know what map it is? I come down the grid and it tells me 351-523 is above me. So I go get 351-523. Rocket science. Right there in action, all right? If you can't figure that out, you're a rocket scientist right there. Guess what? If I have to come over, take a look over here at Birch Street, over in that little upper right-hand corner, if you want to call it. Well, what would be the print? Birch Street's a dead end, so is it going to go that way? No, but if you look at Ash Street goes up, right? So if I want to get the rest of the print for Ash Street, which print am I going to go to?
151-524.
There you go. Yeah, it's not hard, right? If you look over here, East Street cuts across. It's over here. I need to get to this section. Which print is it? Now, it's on the same level, so it's 350. Just look over and look at it. 350-524. Done. All right? Not that difficult. It really is not that difficult. The problem comes into it is when you start looking at these designs and you notice things that go off to the corner. And of course, this one really doesn't have one. But sometimes a design will come off, like a road will go off to the corner. Always remember, just look at it that way. If you get lost and don't know which map is the one above it, look back down in the index. It tells you. Got it? All these indexes are part of layer 1 or level 1 mapping. All right, so that is on every map, no matter what. Next to that, you see the compass, right? All our maps are always grid north. So these lines are north, these lines are east and west. North and south, east and west. Straightforward, right? Right over there tells you who owns the print. Now that's important to know, that one that says Comcast there, because sometimes you will get prints and they won't say Comcast, and they'll say Continental. That should throw a warning up to you. Okay, it's not Comcast, it says Continental, which means how old are these damn things, and is that accurate to what's out there? Very important you understand that. You can't really see it on these prints, but there's also, on the bottom here, which you don't see them on these because these are graphic, but on the bottom there'll be a time and date stamp. That's also very important. If you look at a time and date stamp and it says, and of course, again, these don't have it on them. When you get them from me, they usually have them because that's when I remove them off the print, the design system. Look for that. If that thing says 2015, if it says 2015, you know that's a fresh map. If it says 2000 or 1998, there's a good chance what you're looking at is not what's out there. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's been some changes since then. So just think of that as you're getting out there and you're doing things. All right, next over, this little thing that says Strand Symbology. If for some reason you don't know what you're looking at when you look at a print, guess what that tells you? What it is. It gets, now the key here is what it will tell you is the whatever is on your print. So if it's not on your print, it's not going to be in that symbology. But if there's a new symbol that's only to your print, it's going to be there. So it's kind of like just to keep you up in mind if something new's been added. Next to that, you can see it says segmented node block. What that tells you is how many nodes are actually on your print. So what do we mean by that?
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Sure.